Hiya folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. And if you would like more cartoon news and shenanigans, please hit that subscribe button right now. I'm actually at 117 subscribers at this moment. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. By January 1st, I want to get 1,000. I don't know if it's possible, but god dang, I'm going to try it, guys. I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it my all here, giving you guys some good videos, interesting videos. If you want more cartoon news and shenanigans, you better subscribe. That's all I'm going to say. And speaking of subscribing, or cartoon news, I meant. Speaking of cartoon news, not the shenanigans, but the news, we have a breaking article here on cartoonbrew.com. Titmous Vancouver becomes first Canadian animation studio to unionize. Okay, hold on. Historic moment in Canadian animation. Now, I'm Canadian, so this, I don't live in British Columbia, though. Vancouver, that's British Columbia. I live in Ontario. So this is to the left of Canada. All the way to the left there. So historic moment in Canadian animation. 98% of Titmous Vancouver workers vote to unionize. And look how many people they got going on in here, huh, folks? Pretty crazy. So if you guys aren't familiar with Titmous, they are the animation studio behind the Venture Brothers, which I actually did an article about not so long ago. I think it was a couple weeks back. Unfortunately, yeah, the Venture Brothers, which is a very good cartoon, has been canceled. Now, it's not done. It's not completely out of the... they said that they're going to be trying to find a home for it for another season on a different streaming platform. So that... Don't count your chickens out yet, Venture Brothers fans. Venture Brothers might not be done. So great stuff there. But Titmous, right? So some of the things, Venture Brothers, Mau Mau, which I only saw the first... I think the show started with an hour-long special or a half-an-hour-long special where you learn about the crystal and the valley. And I watched the first episode, and I just kind of forgot to watch it again. Oops. So yeah, I guess I wasn't that interested in the story, but it kind of reminded me... This character reminds me of Ice Bear from We Bare Bears. I guess it's because he's more white, right? But... and he's a bear, I'm assuming. But yeah, I did see the first episode. I think, like I said, I think it was a half-hour special or an hour special. I did see that, and that's all I've seen of Mau Mau. Midnight Gospel, I saw the first episode. It was such a trippy show. I got out after, like, I like to watch. You're gonna notice that about me. I like to watch a lot of cartoons, and then I watch like one episode, and then I just kind of like... I don't know. I move on if I don't like it. So Midnight Gospel, I did see the first episode, and I thought it was really weird. So I just kind of like stopped watching it. That looks like Deathstroke from or Slade / Deathstroke from Teen DC Comics. I mean, he also appeared in the Teen Titans show back in the Cartoon Network early 2000 show there. So yeah. I think that was a movie they must have made, or I don't know. Let's see, what do we got here? Anything else? Oh god, Big Mouth. Big Mouth. They make Big Mouth, which is just a show. There's the Venture Brothers again right there. Very nice. There's the Titmous logo. What else? I love that name, by the way, Titmous. Did Titmous do the Legend of Korra? Oh, they must have did the Legend of Korra. Wow, okay. Didn't realize. That's a character from that show. I watched the first Star Trek Lower Decks. Yeah, so I recognize that character from Star Trek Lower Decks. So they must do... Okay, so they did do... See, there you go. There's the I actually recognize the show just from that character. So they've been around the block. I think that's Big Mouth right there. So they've been around. They've done a whole bunch of shit. Is that a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show? I don't remember that show. Maybe that's just like a bumper or something. I don't fucking know. Invisible, yeah, that's a game. That's actually a video game. Didn't the creators of Skullgirls? I actually own Skullgirls on Steam. Bought it for $15 back in the day. And I think it came with the Squiggly DLC, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I do own Skullgirls, and I think that was from the creator or studio that did Skullgirls. But maybe I'm wrong about that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But so they have quite the resume here. There's some notable things. Are they good things? I don't think Big Mouth is a good show. Honestly, I think the best thing that I've seen here was the Venture Brothers. You guys can dispute me on that. Is Mao Mao better than the Venture Brothers? I say the Venture Brothers is better. I also say the Venture Brothers is better than Midnight Gospel and Big Mouth. Way better than Big Mouth. Big Mouth. I'm not sure what show that is. That's not a show I'm familiar with. But Rick and Morty. That's not Rick and Morty. That's some kind of a weird thing there. But yeah. So we know okay, so now that you know who they are, let's read this article by Amid Amidi, which is a hilarious name, like I keep saying. I've read a couple articles by him, or her, I don't know. Animation workers at Titmous, Vancouver have voted nearly unanimously to unionize, which is never a great thing, guys. Putting them on the path to becoming the first animation studio in Canada to achieve that distinction. So with unions, I'm sure you guys know this. Unions, you start demanding. Okay, when you unionize, right? People can make demands, and sometimes those demands can hurt the very people you were standing up for originally. So I used to work at the Home Depot, and as a joke one time. Now, when I was, this was a couple years back in like 2017, I think it was 2017. So that was 3 years ago when I was younger, And so as a joke, one time I said, I can't remember why. I think somebody said we should all get raises as a joke. And then I said in response as a joke, hey, we should all unionize. And then one of the people at the lunch table that we were sitting at, they said, well, no, you don't want to unionize. And I said, well, why wouldn't we want to unionize? And the person, what was his name? Tim, right? No, hold on. Was it Tim? Tim. No, was it Tim or I can't remember. I think his name was Tim or Timothy or something like that. Or was it Jim? No, it wasn't Jim. It was Tim. Yeah, his name was Tim. Okay, now that we've got that cleared up, his name was actually Tim. But what ended up happening, right? He explained to me, why wouldn't you want a union? And he said, well, stuff like this can happen. So let's just say the union goes on a strike or a protest, and they say, we're not coming back to work until everybody gets a I don't know, a 10% raise. Everybody in at the Home Depot is going to get a 10% raise. And then the Home Depot says, okay, we'll agree to that. But because everybody's getting a 10% raise, we're going to let 10% of the workforce go. Like you have to reach a deal, or else, things can get nasty. So what could happen is you were all for that union, but now suddenly 10% of the people are on a chopping block. So and there's all these kinds. It's kind of like when you have too many cooks in the kitchen, you can really destroy a company. And that's actually what happened to Kickstarter recently. They actually unionized, what did they do? They became a what's it called when they be non-profit? I think they became a non-profit. That's a whole different can of worms. But when you unionize, all these decisions can lead to the downfall of the company and the workplace, and worst of all, the workers who were supposed to be getting benefits, right? So unions, never a good thing. Or maybe it can't. I don't want to say never. Maybe some of you out there work for a company that has a union, and you're getting benefits and all the good things. And maybe you love it. Maybe you love it. But from my understanding, every time I've ever heard of a union, people always tell me that it ends up backfiring on the employees, which is never great because, like I said, the companies, they start negotiating and they say, like I said, if 10% of people need raise or want raises, we're going to get rid of like 10% of people to cover those fees. So let's see what we got here. I don't think this is a good thing long term. An incredible 98% of Titmouse workers voiced their preferences to join the Animation Guild. What is this? IATSE Local 938 in a vote that took place on October 8th. 87% of the studio's workers participated in the vote. Why did it say 98%? It said 80%. I'm so confused. It says, hold on. 87% of the studio's workers voted sorry. So 87% of Titmouse workers voted, and of those 87%, 98% of them wanted it. Wanted a union. Today, workers at Titmouse Vancouver sent a clear message. There is strength in the union, said IATSE International President Matthew D. Loeb. Animation workers in Los Angeles have benefited from representation by the IATSE for years, and we look forward to representing animation workers in Canada. Added Vanessa Kelly, media spokesperson for the Animation Guild, IATSE Local 938. There has been enthusiasm in Vancouver to form an animation union for years. This overwhelming mandate from Titmouse workers is part of a groundswell across our industry. The vote is the first step in acknowledging animation workers as a vital member of our industry. Yes, I think they are a vital information, or a vital part of the industry, deserving a voice in shaping and improving. Now that's where it gets dangerous. Like I said, you put too many cooks in the kitchen, they make slop. They just make slop. They don't cook that beautiful, what's a very hard to make, like a souffle? They don't make that juicy, delectable souffle. They might make slop. So, you start gambling around. You start having all these people saying, hey, we need this. We need a little bit more of that. We need this and this. Dangerous road here. But again, I do think that they are vital to the industry. Especially, I love 2D animation. A lot of people. Okay, hold on. I need to address something really quick. I made this video. One sec. I made this video right here. I know a lot of people aren't going to see this, but it was. You can see here. I got like mass downvoted 42. Basically, people were downvoting this video because I said the animation looked bad. Or no, like choppy, or like, yeah, I think I did say it looked bad actually. And it was because the people were saying that I was being an asshole because it was hand-drawn animation. Okay, so it was hand-drawn animation. Like, I get that, but it still looked choppy, right? Like, hold on, can I look at the comment? Let me see a comment here. Like here. I could dislike twice if I would. You know what? I'm going to give that a dislike right there. Hold on. So let's see here. Yeah, see, like this shit. Where is it? Hold on. Let's turn this off. This guy says, you compared Wolfwalkers, a movie whose trailer alone is better than the entirety of Alpha and Omega, and implied it's copied, are just two wolves who are similar in color, just immediately that trash of a movie. Like these comments don't even make sense. Did you even watch the trailer to find what the plot could possibly be? And in the video, I even watched the trailer, and I'm like, LOL, guys, I said the characters reminded me of... so yeah, I did say that in the video. I said the characters look like Fang from Dave the Barbarian, and the wolves reminded me of Alpha and Omega, the movie. And so I said here, like, LOL, guys, I said the characters reminded me and looked familiar to other characters. I didn't say that it was better or worse than Alpha and Omega or Dave the Barbarian. You clearly didn't watch the video. I watched the trailer and read the synopsis of the plot in the video. And then he's like, yeah, okay. And like he realized it. There you go. I'll give you a thumbs up for coming back and actually checking on that. But like, this is what I'm saying. I get like a lot of these comments where like people don't even see. I like they don't even read. But like one of the big criticism, I don't know where all the like where was that criticism? Yeah, like this guy. This is what I was looking for right here. See this guy right here. You're out of your mind saying the animation is low quality. It's hand drawn. And I was just like, looks choppy though. Take a look at the trailer. And they're like, Sandro, it's intentional. And they're like, Sandro, what? It's the smoothest shit I've ever seen. Like, no, it wasn't. What? I don't know, man. I don't know. You guys can go watch the Wolfwalkers trailer for yourself. I swear it looked choppy. They're saying it's intentional. I don't know, man. I do not know. I forgot to turn myself. There I am. Sorry. Yeah. So, guys, like, you don't need to get that uptight. Like, I thought it looked choppy, even though it's 2D animation. Like, guys, if it looks choppy, I'm gonna say it looks choppy and bad. Like, okay, it's kind of like that movie. What was that? The Island of Dogs. Let's say Island of Dogs. Dog. Isle of Dogs. So if you guys have seen this movie, it's a very choppy. People are like, "Oh, it's an animation choice," but like, I don't like it though. Like, I don't like this movie. I think it's just choppy and looks like shit. So yeah, I guess people are gonna downvote me for that too. Go ahead, honestly, I don't really care. You guys can actually see how many of my videos just get mass downvoted because I don't know, like all of my videos get like almost all of them. Yeah, I've got some opinions. Okay, I've got some opinions. What can I say? But yeah, back to the article. So we're talking about the union. Back to the union story. So where were we here? This vote is the first step in acknowledging okay. The courage of Titmous workers made the first step possible. The watershed moment will undoubtedly encourage workers at other Canadian studios to follow in the path of Titmous workers. Vancouver, as we previously profiled, is a powerhouse on the Canadian animation scene, employing thousands of animation workers in 2D television, feature CG, gaming, and VFX. Its talent base rivals other major global hubs of animation production, which is good because it's always great to see a Canadian animation studio. Like I said, I myself am Canadian, so great to see. So IATSE, the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees. Okay, I was wondering what that stood for. That is quite the name. The International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees. That's kind of weird. Moving picture technicians, artists, and allied crafts has for the last 68 years operated the Animation Guild, local 839, which represents animation workers in Los Angeles. Yeah, but like we're in Canada. Why don't we? Doesn't Canada have their own? I don't know what's going on there. I would expect Canada to have their own. Interesting. Could this be like Hollywood taking control a little bit of the Canadian studios? I don't know. But if that's true, I don't like the looks of that. So they're in Los Angeles. Why would they be? This is an American thing? Their efforts have provided animation workers in LA the highest standard of living for industry workers anywhere in the world. Okay. IATSE will now work with Titmous management and workers to negotiate a collective agreement. It encourages workers across the Canadian animation industry to contact them if they want to be put in touch with an organizer to begin discussions about forming a union at an animation studio. That sounds dangerous. Now there's like a call to action to get every company, it's like, let's make every company a union. That sounds a little bit scary to me. I don't I don't know if that's the greatest thing, honestly. As we have seen with Titmous Vancouver, it is possible. Yeah, they would love to have unions across Canada, wouldn't they? Titmous opened its studio. Like it's like, why is an American company like egging on the Canadian ones though? Again, Titmous opened its studio in Vancouver in 2013 and at last count employed over 300 workers. Yeah, you can see by the picture right here. Look how many people are in this picture. Like, holy shit, that's a lot of people. And they have big computers too. They have like these double-edged, they're double-screened looking computers there. So interesting stuff. Those look expensive, by the way. Yeah. So Titmouse open. Where was I? 300 workers at that location. So they might have other locations. Um, it also operates multiple Oh, okay. There we go. It also operates multiple studios and. Okay, so mystery solved. I did it. We Scooby Dooed the shit out of this one. So it turns out they had multiple studios in Los Angeles. That's why. That's why the American company is kind of like poking its head at the Canadian. I was kind of like wondering. I'm like, why is this American studio trying to get Canada to unionize? Like, what the fuck? So that makes more sense. So they have they operate in Los Angeles, as well as another satellite. Satellite. It also operates multiple studios in Los Angeles, as well as another SATE. That's satellite. Isn't that satellite? What the hell is this word here? What is this word? Is this satellite? Is an object? What kind of weird what kind of weird word are they throwing in here? Okay, so as well as another satellite in New York City. So they've got another place. Why do you write the article this way? Like, what the fuck? Satellite, guys. It's a fucking satellite. Okay. In New York City. So, recent Titmous Vancouver TV productions, including Captain Underpants. I saw the first 5 episodes. I loved Captain Underpants as a kid. I thought the cartoon would be a little bit better, but I thought it was pretty, like, mediocre, honestly. For Captain Underpants, I thought it would have been a little bit better. Yeah. Anyway, so Captain Underpants, Star Trek's Lower Deck. I also saw that. I think I watched the first episode. Home Adventures with Tip and O. I've never heard. Okay, what is that? I've not heard of that. Oh, hold on. Let's go back here. Adventures with Tip and O. What is that? Tip and O. Is that Home? I've seen that movie. It had. You guys know Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory? He in the actual Home movie. Oh, okay, I get it. So this is kind of like a spin-off of that movie called Home, which I did see that, and it had the guy this character right here in the movie was like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. So that's what that is. And what was that other one? What was the other one? Archibald's Next Big Thing. I think I heard of this, but I can't remember what the hell it was. Let's find out. What is Archibald's Next Big... Archibald, never mind. I have not heard... What is this, a duck? Is that corn? Is that a duck or is that guy made of corn? I don't know what the fuck this is. DreamWorks. Wait, what? It's made by DreamWorks, but it's coming to Netflix? Archibald's Next Big Thing. What even is this? Maybe I'll do a video on this someday. When does this come out? Or did this come out already? Watch Archibald's. When did that come out? August? That was 2019. Premieres on Netflix September 6th, 2019. So that's been out. I've never even heard of this thing, so I thought I did. It sounded like it was a familiar... Let's just close these. Okay. Yeah, so that's Archibald. Yeah, guys, so they're unionizing. Is that a good thing? Probably. I don't like. It could be, but I don't think so. I think, especially, they're trying to make like every company. Look. It's like they're trying to get everyone. It's like, as we have seen with Titmouse Vancouver, it is possible, right? It's like it encourages workers across the Canadian animation industry to contact them if they want to be put in touch with an organizer to begin discussions about forming a union at an animation studio. Like, I don't like the sound of that at all. I don't like how they're trying to, like, calling to arms, like, every animation studio, you know? And could this come back to backfire? Like I said, you know, It's like if everybody gets raises, that money has to come from somewhere, and guess what? Guess where they're going to take the money from, right? So yeah, the negotiations might help the employees. At the same time, it could end up hurting them. We'll have to wait and see. Who knows what comes out of this? That's been that's been it. That's been it. This has been Sandro. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and please subscribe. Bye bye.